Tonight is about asking questions and learning from this panel. And so the big thing is, and hopefully what we've done already, is the success of tonight's event is really on you. You have to ask the questions. You're the ones here who can share what you want to learn, and then engage the folks up here as far as their knowledge and their experience.
I think the one thing that all student athletes can kind of rely on is their discipline. And that's a trait that's going to transcend whatever sport you play, but every employer is out there is looking for disciplined employees.
Question for you guys is, what leadership skills do millennials or people our age lack or need to work on compared to older generations?
Millennials get a really bad rap, so you have an opportunity to distinguish yourself right away if you come in and you're a hard worker. My advice is you really just have to be patient and kind of learn the skills and be willing to do whatever it takes in the beginning to prove that you're a good team player, which is something you guys already all know how to do.
And one thing they talked a lot about tonight was just the value of patience and learning to be patient while owning your job and your position and the great qualities that you have. So it's always a great reminder and great opportunity to develop ourselves as individuals.
So obviously student athletes don't really get internships because of their schedule. Do you think student athletes are looked at differently than normal students with internships when applying for a job?
I would look favorably upon a student athlete. My son played basketball at Penn State, and it proves that you can be part of a team. And working, especially in my field, it's all about teamwork. There's no one person that's more important than the other. Everybody works together to make sure that we give the patient the best outcome possible. So anybody who can participate on the level of, as you guys are participating, I would look more favorably upon a student athlete because they've demonstrated their ability to work as a team.
I think tonight, we really focused on adaptability, which I think is super important on and off the field. Being able to see different circumstances and being able to think in your mind, all right, if this happens, I need to be able to do this, or if this changes, I need to be able to be responsive, and that's how you need to be, at least for us in races and in everyday life.
Based off of playing sports, what skill sets did you take from that, and how did they help you get through tough obstacles in the workforce?
The skill of resilience, right? Life isn't fair, and everyone in here has had to compete for their sport, for their spot every single year, whether it's to make the team or to be a starter or to remain a starter. Life isn't fair, and so whether you're dealing with injuries or that hotshot freshman that was brought in, you have to compete, and that same thing applies in the real world. Second thing I would say is the skill that is kind of beat into you in athletics, which is learning how to sacrifice for others, right? So moving towards a goal that is larger than your own personal goal. And I know this mostly applies to the team sports in here, but learning how to sacrifice for others so that everybody can achieve something bigger.
It's really important to build connections with people and also maintain those connections when you're going throughout a career, because you may have a lot of accolades, but it's not all about what you know, but also who you know. So I think that's really important.
So I would say as student athletes, you already have a lot of traits that you've developed throughout your sport that will bode well for you in your career. So being able to compete, being able to manage your time, being able to persevere through adversity, they're all things that employers really look for, and that come naturally to a lot of student athletes.
Well, definitely they talked a lot about adaptability, flexibility, resilience, and I think those are the most important characteristics that someone could really take away from a night like this. It was amazing having the three panelists here with such diverse experiences. And just being able to talk with them and ask questions throughout the night is definitely one of a kind, and I'm very grateful for it.